Well, hey, my friend. Welcome to Bloggers on Fire, the go-to podcast for bloggers who want to grow and monetize their blog. I'm so excited you're here. I'm your host, Melanie Ferguson. Hey, my friend. Welcome back to the podcast. This week, I want to chat with you about I always often do feel like I'm chatting to you because I can't see you, but I'm just trusting that you're there and you're enjoying what you're listening to. I do appreciate every single one of you who listen in a week in and week out to this podcast. But I digress. This week, I want to chat about MidJourney. I don't feel like anybody's talking about it, especially when it comes to using it for blogging in our world, like the home decor, craft, food, lifestyle blogs. And so there are so many choices out there. There's not just MidJourney. I know there's Playground AI, there's ChatGPT itself, Canva, even Meta has their own called Imagine. But I tried out MidJourney for my blog, and I want to share with you how that went and how it's going. So first of all, I know it can be super scary to think, oh my goodness, all this AI, I don't really want to use it on my blog, but it is here. I think most of us have gotten a little more comfortable with using it as prompts, using it as something to make an outline for our blog posts, knowing that we need to go back in and make it our own. But to use it for digital imaging is sometimes pretty scary. You're like, it has to be my real stuff. But let me just share with you kind of what my experience has been. First of all, I just want you to hear me out. You do not have to use MidJourney for every single picture in your blog post. So if you are doing a recipe or a tutorial, like use your own photos, use your own in process, your own even final images. However, there is power in this AI imaging when it comes to promoting the post. And that's what I have found to be absolute gold. So I have been using MidJourney for about 2 or 3 months now, and it is super affordable. It's $10 a month. You get several sessions with that, and I found it to be completely sufficient to just have the $10 a month plan. But what I will recommend is when you do dig into it, because you're going to want to go online and find tutorials on how the best prompts, the best prompts to give it would be, but set a timer because you will get lost in that rabbit hole, my friend. I am just telling you, it is super easy to get in there and just be like, ooh, I want to see what you come up with it if I say this instead of that. So just be hyper aware of the time that you spend on it and then get in and get out. Get the images that you're looking for, download it and get out. Now, I'm going to use a specific post as an example. So I created a stacked pumpkin post last fall where I just DIY'd these dollar store pumpkins, and then I think a lot of people were doing it. They're still viral today. And so, but I wanted to create an image that was just like had that wow factor. And so I went in and created an additional image of a different looking set of stacked pumpkins. And that is what I used on Pinterest. I also have my own images on Pinterest all over, but I'm going to tell you right now that MidJourney image way outperformed any of my personal images. And so a couple of things to keep in mind. I make sure that that image is very much in likeness with what I'm trying to convey. So the message I'm trying to convey. I'm not going to put out some amazing, completely different looking image than what my post is about. But if you can create an image through an AI generator with text prompts that comes pretty darn close to what it is you're trying to convey to the readers, but is like 10 times better looking than what you have come up with, I would use that all day long. And so I put that in Pinterest, of course. And it's blown up. I've had this happened multiple times on multiple posts where the MidJourney image gets so much more traction, so much more attention, and that's the goal. So think of your MidJourney image as the hook for them to come over to your post and then get the information. So you want them to get the information. It's kind of like when you are trying to give your kid medicine, and they don't want to take it, so you put, put sugar on the medicine on the spoon, and they will take it then. It's kind of like the hook. Not that our posts are medicine, but you get what I'm saying. I literally use these images to promote the post that has all the meat in it, and I have to hook them with something sweet. I have to hook them with something that catches their attention. And these AI images do the trick. So I do put a little disclosure in my blog post now, and I will include that in the show notes for you. It's nothing fancy. It literally just says that some of the images in this blog post may have been generated using AI technology via MidJourney, so that people are aware if there is one or two like featured images or images at the bottom, or sometimes I don't even add them to the blog post. But I try to, because I know that people on Pinterest, when they click on a pin, they want to go see more about that pin. So I'll at least put it in the bottom of the blog post, but it doesn't have to be your main thing. Like, you do not have to create an entire blog post made up of AI images. That's not what I'm saying. However, if you want to really hook your readers and get them over to your blog post, try out Midjourney. It is so, so incredible. And you don't have to use super fancy prompts. I have just gone in there and I'll type create a image with, like, for this one was 3 stacked pumpkins, make the bottom one buffalo check and the top one black. I'd like a bow on the top of them and have them sitting on a pretty fall front porch. You can create whatever prompt you want for these, but just, you have to play with it and get it, tweaked to how you want it to best reflect the content that's already in your blog post. But I'm telling you what, my friend, give it a try. Do not be scared of things that are new. Try it. Don't be the last one left standing. You've got to try new things to get new traffic to your blog, especially since this year has kind of been a complete roller coaster with the organic traffic situation. This is just yet another feather in your cap, another way for you to kind of expand your reach beyond what you normally could by using this little AI image hack, is what I would like to call it. But don't take it from me. Try it yourself. Be sure to add your little disclosure. You're not going to get in trouble. You can totally use this. People, let me just tell you, people are building entire blogs off of this AI imaging, entire blogs. And so if we want to use it kind of like sprinkling salt on our blog, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I will do probably an update to this episode in a few months and just let you know how well it's going in the future. But for now, I didn't want you to be left in the dark because I feel like nobody's talking about it. Nobody seems to be talking about using MidJourney for our little blogs. Anyway, until next time, my friend, stay creative.